Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to your April monthly reading, and what a month we have in store. Woohoo! We just entered the fiery new birth energy of Aries toward the end of March, and this month it feels like we're jumping out of the frying pan and into the cleansing, renewing fires. First, we have eclipse season in full bloom. Normally, we can feel the impact of the eclipses up to 8 weeks before and after they happen, so we're probably most definitely feeling this right now. Eclipses tend to wake us up to deeper understanding of our lessons, our purpose, and our destiny, and they can also bring sudden changes. We have the new moon solar eclipse in Aries on April 19th, which brings in that Mars energy of new beginnings and new chapters. And with the sun moving into Taurus the next day on April 20th, that will bring some at least stabilizing earth energy in for us as we go through the eclipses. So not all hope is lost. And then we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 5th, which is also co-ruled by Mars and Pluto. So plenty of Mars energy coming in this month for sure. And this full moon will demand our attention, bringing with it, harvest and endings with that Scorpio energy. And then the Pluto energy coming in voices strongly to us, change or die. It is the, bringer of change, and it wants us to evolve and move things. And if that weren't enough in our reflection for April, we also get to have the energy tide of a Mercury retrograde coming in. That'll keep us on shore to have us reflect upon things and kind of mend our nets before setting sail again. We enter the pre-shadow on April 7th, so we can start to feel things slow and get staticky in regards to communication around that time. And then we go full-blown retrograde on April 21st. So April 19th, we have that, the new moon solar eclipse. April 20th, we go into the sun moves into Taurus. April 21st, Mercury goes into full retrograde until May 14th. And then we enter the post-shadow period, May 15th, and go fully direct again in Mercury on June 2nd. So during that May 15th to June 2nd, we'll have a bit of reflection time during that post-shadow. And I think we're going to need it, which will be good. So I'll have individual pick-a-card readings on each of those big astral events as we get closer to them. But for now, buckle up, Buttercup. We're going for a wonderful deep dive ride in April with some twists and some turns, some endings and beginnings that will bring us some great clarity around our lessons, our life purpose, and our destiny. So for this monthly reading, we'll be asking Spirit, help! And in addition to that, we'll also ask them what they can tell us to prepare us for this crazy hall of mirrors. There is a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and we're jumping into yours right now. All right, Capricorn, this is your monthly reading for the month of April. And if you're new to my channel, what I do each month is I take a tarot deck and I split out the major arcana from the four suits of the minor arcana. And the major arcana represents the overall energy for the month. All the cards I use in a reading, by the way, I do list in the description box of the video down below. So that any of them catch your fancy, any one of them for yourself, you know where you can pick these up. The tarot deck I'm using for this month is the Ravyness Drakon tarot. And so we're going to start off here and just see what Spirit wants you to know, what heads up, what kind of help they can give you, or what information they want to help you through this amazing reflective month. So let's take a look here and see for Capricorn, what would Spirit like you to know? Where will we start? All right, there we go. And we start off with the Star card. So a very beautiful, it's, a card of wish fulfillment, of wishing upon a star, of hope. So I like that, especially with everything that we have going on here. But I feel like this is a month where you are getting a lot of clarification around what your dream is and what you wanting to do, how you're wanting to express that love within your heart in a unique way with the world. What is the dream, right? So a lot of clarity. We were talking about it is a month, a time of understanding your destiny and your life purpose. So you are getting some clarity. And I feel like if things feel dark around you, it's okay, because the star is going to be this brightness in your life where you're going to be able to see it. And it's going to give you new oomph, where if you feel like you're existing, this is going to be a spark where you really get a lot of clarity around what your dream is and what your life soul purpose is here. I like it. We're also going to pull here from the Blue Messiah reading cards and just see what else Spirit and Creator wants you to know around this. It's also going to be like the Major Arcana card. This is just the overall energy. And then we, of course, will dive in deeper. All right. And this is your card here. And you have Life Force, card 16. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Very bright here. Here's a star up in the sky again. So let's take a look and see what comes in here for you. All right. I think the star card is number 17 in the Major Arcana, but very close here. And it says, within every soul is a universal life force with the power to create miracles. This star here, too, in the star card represents your higher self. So this is very synchronistic. We live in a vast sea of energy where everything in the universe, from Earth to the stars, is connected via an invisible life force. If you have picked this card, it's time to expand your understanding of this life force so you can better serve humanity as a conscious expression of love. That's what I was talking about, right? So flowing through you, this energy never dies, but simply morphs and transforms. When your life force energy is focused and moving through you without hindrance, there is a feeling of being in the flow. Weak life force in the body, however, can leave you feeling lethargic and uninspired. When directed by conscious intentions, this force has the power to create or destroy, empower or disempower. It all starts with your thoughts, dear one, which get amplified through your emotions, then increase in force through your actions. When your life force is in alignment with love, you become a clear channel of creative light. Your life force expands exponentially, and you become a divine instrument for peace. When this energy is not in alignment with love, it serves only to reflect back to you the vibrations of the energy that you're transmitting, right? Like attracts like. Pay attention to your thoughts, dear one, and be the force of that love that you truly are. I love it. It's what we've been talking about. The chakra here that it talks about, it says, nurture all your chakras to be a clear channel of love. An exercise you can do is increase your life force via meditation, yoga, or Tai Chi. And the affirmation is, I am positively raising my thought vibrations and consciously choosing thoughts that will direct the life force flowing through me with love. It's perfect. It reminds me very much, the Ace of Wands or Two of Wands. We'll go into Wands here in a sec, but it is, whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. Like attracts like. If you're focusing on what you're fearing will come in or leave your life, you're giving that power to come in or leave your life. If you're focusing on what is missing, you're expanding missingness in your life. If you're focusing on what you don't want to have in your life, you're drawing it even more deeper into your life. But when you switch your life force and you focus on unconditional love, joy, peace, laughter, the frequency and vibration of the higher realms, your vibration goes higher. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you draw more things to be grateful for into your life. So this really is about managing your energy. It starts with your thoughts, because every moment you choose the thought and story you put around anything, the emotion you're going to feel as you go through anything, and where you're focusing your life force, your life energy. And so you are the one that's in control. And I like it. All right. Now, we are moving into the four suits of the minor arcana. And the four suits of the minor arcana, they represent like your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, your overall energy, because it is the fire element. And so it's all this life force that we are talking about here. We have so much control over it. We don't realize how much of a co-creator we are in our own life. And so this is going to be what Creator and Spirit want you to know, Capricorn, around your energetic experience for the month of April. So for Capricorn, all right, they do want this one right there. And you have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is one. It's the fastest moving knight out of all the knights because it's on fire. But they're in pursuit of the Ace of Wands. So it's so perfect for what we were talking about, because all knights go on a quest, and this knight is questing after that Ace of Wands. So it can stand in its power. It can realize the power that it yields, and it determines where it wants to focus that energy. Again, wherever it's pointed is what grows and expands. So you're becoming very aware of where you're wanting to focus that energy. Instead of focusing at where everyone has been telling you to, you're really getting into tune here with your higher self and with what your ultimate real wish is. Not the wish that you were told you're supposed to have, but what your true wish is. We're also going to pull here from the Return of Spirit deck. This will be more about what this energetic adventure looks like for April. I call these the spiritual ink blot test because they're fractal imaging, and so whatever you see in the picture is something special for you. And then I also will read from the book on what the author interpreted as well. And so you have integrity coming in here, but look at the picture. What does it look like for you? We'll put that over here. And let's see what message comes in here. I mean, I feel like just what Spirit is saying is that this is about being true to your authentic self. Have the integrity of being true to you. Have the integrity for yourself. I feel like integrity to the outside world is not a huge deal for you. I just feel like it's very much about tuning into being true to yourself. Well, let's see what it says here. So this card comes to you today because your own sense of integrity is strong. Do not doubt yourself or allow someone else to shake you with accusations, should that be the case. Your integrity demands that you do what feels right. This is because your integrity is directly connected to your spiritual sense of direction, much like a compass. It helps you align with the divine plan and take right action. So one of the Spirit's ways of guiding us is through our integrity. And so it's important for you to remember that whatever action you have taken, it was with the best of intention, regardless of the outcome. At the end of the day, it's between you and the Creator and no one else. So keep that in mind. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It only matters what you think. Your heart is good. Do not allow any outside influence to leave you questioning it. Spirit doesn't. Carry on doing what you are doing. Just stay true to what you feel is right. That is all anyone can ever ask of you. And often the integrity card comes to those who are here to do important work on Spirit's behalf. And these people are strongly guided by their integrity. You are one of them. And sometimes your strengths and gifts are tested so you can discover for yourself just how strong they are within you. I also feel like you're tested to find out, is this really your dream that you want? because I feel like the dream that you've had has been tested, and you're just like, I just really don't want to put any more energy into it, because that's not your dream. You're finding out what your true dream is. And this card may also come to you if you are trying to deal with someone who is out of alignment with their personal integrity. So regardless of what takes place, do not deviate from your own sense of integrity as you deal with the situation. And do not attempt to fix or change the other person. Just send them love and forgive them as best you can, while you will remain strong in your own truth. I like it. So definitely what we're talking about, stepping into your truth, your integrity, being true to you, and not being drawn or intimidated by anyone else. All right. So the next suit that we head off into is the element of earth, and it's the suit of pentacles. Now, this is the only suit that has to do with the outside world specifically. This is your energy. We talk about your thoughts and emotions here in a moment, but this is about the outside world. All those other characters that are on stage with you and all the props, including your own body. So this will be what Creator and Spirit wants you to know about the outside world, your outside physical experience. And of course, Capricorn, you are earth element. So this is your element, nothing that you're afraid of here. Yeah, and you have the Two of Pentacles, which is the balancing of things coming in here. But I like how it's also bringing the heavens to the earth. It's this beautiful, again, power of choice of what are you going to focus on in the outside world. That which the world told you you're supposed to and should and need to and have to and must. Or are you bringing in your life force? You're bringing in this, destiny, this soul purpose, bringing it into the physical world. So I do like this because you are balancing it out. It has been out of balance, which it is with all of us. We all start off way on the other side of the scale because we have all these small t truths that are rooted in the fears of losing conditional love, long list of supposed tos. And now you're balancing it out. You're bringing in your destiny in here. We're also going to pull from the Earth Magic Oracle. We're going to see what else Creator and Spirit want you to know about your physical adventure for April. So for Capricorn, what else? All right, they do want this one. And you have the spring equinox. Here comes the rebirth coming in here. Yeah, and in the Northern Hemisphere, we just came into the spring equinox here on March 20th. So you are fresh into spring, and you in the Southern Hemisphere, even though you're going into fall, you can tap into this energy because there's definitely a rebirth that's happening here. A new excitement, a new moving into something that is more in alignment. Things are falling away, allowing you to have a new place to plant things, getting rid of the old things that are already had the harvest, the things that aren't bringing you what you need. There is this change of where you're investing your energies, obviously. And the spring equinox, also called the vernal equinox, occurs on March 20th or 21st in the Northern Hemisphere, and in the Southern Hemisphere, September 20th or 21st. This is the point when the sun crosses the plane of the equator, and day and night are the same length across the planet. Earth Mother is pregnant and is birthing once again. Crops can once again be planted. This card features a rendition of Ostara, sometimes spelled O-E-S-T-R-E or E-A-S-T-R-E, a Germanic goddess of spring. Ostara is Ostara, just duh. So Ostara is also a Northern European name for Astarte, which means womb, and is another name for Venus, the goddess of love, passion, and creativity. The Christian holiday of Easter stems from this goddess, and in this card we see some archetypal symbols of the spring equinox that represent the rebirth of the world, such as rabbits, eggs, and flowers. It is indeed a time for renewal. I love it. So you thought this passage you have been through would never end. Just as certain that the light of the world fades every few months, it makes its return and the earth rejoices. The fresh breath of spring sweeps away the cobwebs acquired from the absence of light, right? The absence of light. The light is now obviously increasing as nature begins to emerge in all her many forms, shapes, and colors that remind us of the continual cycles of the Earth Mother. This cycle of rebirth that you are experiencing follows a considerably challenging time. Any tears you may have shed have cleared the way for what has been gestating, which is now ripe and ready to emerge. That which no longer serves you needs to be put to rest so that a freshness and newness of spirit can make itself known to you. Sometimes birth can be painful, particularly in that passage just before delivery, yet what emerges can be fresh and beautiful. Be with the emergence of this next cycle with faith and grace. Perfect. Right in alignment with everything that we've been talking about. So not a whole lot we can add into that piece, which will then take us into the element of air, which is the suit of swords. Now, this is thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and attitudes and expectations. And so this is going to be what Creator and Spirit wants you to know about your mental adventure during the month of April. So for our Capricorns, what would you like them to know? All right, that's your card there. And you have the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is known as the Nightmare and Insomnia card, which is just talking about what you've been through. May have seemed like a nightmare, but it's good because this is that you are so ready. You're like on the point of exhaustion. Of all these are the small t truths of the human world that are rooted in those fears of losing conditional love. All these expectations that you've been trying to live up to, and you're realizing you're just getting exhausted. You're sick and tired of, feeling that way, feeling the disappointment, feeling the heartache and the pain, which come from having expectations. And so you're ready to clear away these, you're ready to cut them away and just let them go. So that's great. It's a great card to come in. It's coming right after here. This is that the fall, which it talked about the fall equinox being in September, the 9. So it is this falling away of mindsets and the beginning of new ones that are more in alignment with your wish. We're also going to pull here from the Numerology guidance cards and see what else. Creator and Spirit like you know about your mental adventure for the month of April. So what else for Capricorn, please? Which you are big thinkers too, even though you're earth signs. You like to do your thinking. And you've got new beginnings. So I think we talked about that here already, but it evidently is being reinforced in huge ways here. So there is no doubt this is a time for a change. And this card does indicate a time of new beginnings where there will be plenty of opportunities to create a fresh start. And these opportunities play a very important part in catapulting you to where you need to be, so it's in your best interest to follow them wherever they may lead. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to find the inner strength and courage to step into the unknown, to feel the fear and do it anyway, and create a brand new life, right? It's everything we've been talking about. New opportunities may present themselves in the area of relationships, home, or career. And there might be a chance to move, to study, or travel, or embark on an exciting new endeavor. Regardless, you must pay attention to the signs and seize the moment when it arises. When you're open to new beginnings, the universe will send you the next logical step to take. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. cycles that are leading you toward an exciting new beginning. So be optimistic and ambitious and move with the changing tides. Embrace the mystery in the unknown, and you'll make your dreams come true. I think that, wishes come true, dreams come true. The affirmation for this card: I embrace new beginnings and I make my dreams come true. So there we go. I like it. Now, the final suit we move into is the suit of cups, which is the element of water, represents emotion. So of course, this will be what Creator and Spirit wants you to know about your emotional adventure in April. So let's take a look here and see, what does Spirit want you to know here? Right, that is the one. And you have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a wonderful balance between heart and mind. The King rules over emotion, and they offer you this Ace of Cups, this chalice, the Holy Grail, which allows you to fill up with this unconditional love from above. It is what you are made of. This is your life force. So you are being offered a drink, a sip of who you really are, to connect, to really open up yourself to that. But all the kings are also given the element of air, and so it's the balancing of heart and mind as you're going forward in all of this, which is great. I mean, that's one of the big things the King of Cups realizes: when we make decisions strictly from only emotion, doesn't turn out usually in our best interest, especially if we're ignited into fear. But also, if we make decisions totally just of the mind, our heart isn't happy because it's usually not taken into consideration. So there's this wonderful balance between heart and mind that's coming in here as you step forward and determine what this dream really is. And then your last card is going to be from the Journey of Love Oracle. And because it is the last card for this reading, it can represent more about your emotional adventure in April, but it can also be just a wild card, whatever else Creator and Spirit wants you to know about your month of April. All right. There we go. Can't come out right away. And you have card number 12, Self-Initiation. Boom. And look at this beautiful red cards over here on the side. Let me just put that right there, and let's see what this brings in here for you. Maybe, there it goes. So you are being touched by a wave of your own light in motion. Can you feel the blessings and love that are flowing towards you from within you in an upsurging wave of love? This is your own pure divine nature. You can choose to empower another as the carrier of your own divinity, of course. And sometimes, if you're not quite ready to recognize your own divine essence, this needs to be. Yet, at any moment, you can choose to recognize that it is you who are initiating yourself into love, that you are the being of light, the divine. This is drawing you forward into yourself, to yourself. And at any moment, you can choose to recognize yourself. Will this be such a moment? This oracle holds a message for you. There are many teachers on this path, some humble, some wise, some great companions on your life journey, and some who enter in and out of your life quickly, perhaps imparting a helpful word or teaching you a more challenging lesson about trusting and relying upon your own wisdom. The greatest teacher, however, is life itself, life force. You can trust in your own experience and know that it is the divine spark within you, the life within you, life force, right? That is the one true teacher who carries you home in awakened reunion with the divine. So perfect for your final card here. It just definitely reinforces that it is you tuning in to this your life force, this unconditional love that you are, allows you to see in the darkness the true being that you are, because that's why we come down here. In order to see we're a being of light, we have to have darkness. Otherwise, it's all light around us and we can't tell the difference, right? So we come down here on purpose, for purpose, and you definitely are going through this rebirth with these new beginnings, stepping into understanding who you really are and what you're really wanting in life. So I'm excited to see what you do with this, Capricorn. All right. Well, that is what they have for you for this month. Now, if you are enjoying this content, if you would be so inclined to give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button down here somewhere, it does tell YouTube, of course, that you're enjoying the content as well as me. And it just encourages YouTube to share videos with more people as well. Because when you like or comment and share one of my videos or subscribe to the channel, doing those things does make the YouTube algorithm super excited about sharing the content. It makes it automatically appear on other people's suggested videos. So if you give this video a little, if you click on the subscribe button, and that'll give you access to the notification bell, when you go in there, there is an option for all, which if you select that, two things happen. One, you're notified immediately when I post new content, and two, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I go live Wednesday through Friday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and also Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So if you haven't stopped by to check it out, I'd love to see you. And as I mentioned, doing those things helps spread the Zen love. And so thank you guys for doing all of the liking and the subscribing and the commenting, because it does make you part of the love tsunami that's going out to the world. These are general readings as well. If you are interested in having even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of this video down below. Has all the information on pricing and how you can book if that floats your boat. All right, beautiful, beautiful Capricorns, as you go through this new beginning and this new just connection to your life force, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing month. We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.